And welcome to another exciting edition of the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast. I am your host, Davo. With me today, we have Kels.
Evening all.
We have Andy.
Thanks, Steve. I'd like to welcome our new sponsor, Diaper Genie. If you want a pile of poop in your living room, Diaper Genie. Back to you, Steve.
Thanks, Bill. We also have Neil.
Hey, everybody.
Neil, what are we doing?
Well, we're going to play some trivia. Each week we have a theme, and within that theme we've got 6 categories, so 4 questions each. Each question is worth 10 points. There's a few bonus points thrown in here and there, and there's a final question which is worth up to 100 points. Today's theme is, well, the entire quiz today is provided by a friend of the show, Barry Schockle.
Barry.
Barry.
And he entitled it Metal and Metals.
Like baby metal?
Oh, I hope not.
I mean, in a sense, in the fact that if you take the word baby out of what you said, it's metal. So, but yeah.
Metal and metals or metal and metals?
It's METAL and MEDALS.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
So before we get started there, Neil, I want to point out to our incredibly astute listeners that Allison is not with us today. Allison. She's not here today. She sent me a telegram from Kuala Lumpur. She had to go on assignment for something called the NSA to deal with something. It was all really hush-hush. I'm sure it's trivia related, though.
Was it delivered in DeLorean from the 1920s? Because why the hell did you get a telegram?
It was a man in a black suit, and he reached into his pocket, and he said, "For your eyes only," and he handed it to me, and then he immediately ate a cyanide capsule. So it might be important.
You got to stop eating bagel bites before you go to bed.
Yeah.
I've been told that.
I don't even know what to make of that story. I have a feeling you're making it up.
No, look, I can show you the telegram.
Can you show me the dead body?
Yeah, how'd you get
I
rid of
called
that?
Waste Management. They take care of that stuff real fast.
Oh, well. All right. Well, let's get started without Allison. Because Barry is a student of the show, category 1 is science.
Of course it is.
Yippity dippity.
Question 1. In its simplest form, bronze is an alloy of what 2 metals?
Locked in.
Yeah, locked in.
You guys should have a little bit more energy. you feel? I feel like you're not really into this category.
I'm sorry. I usually get so excited for science.
You did well like the last time we had a science category, didn't you?
All right.
I'm
locked in as well.
Usually the science questions in my memory.
Gotcha.
Okay.
The last episode we recorded, the science episode, consisted of female anatomy.
Right, that was awkward.
Yeah.
It was weird.
But that's where we got the Diaper Genie from.
It was. Diaper genies are amazing.
Kels, what's your answer?
Copper and tin.
Davo?
Copper and tin.
Andy?
Copper and tin.
Typically, it's 88% copper and 12% tin. Question 2. Galvanization is the process of applying a protective coating to steel or iron to prevent rusting. What metal makes the protective coating of a galvanized substance?
That's a great question.
Wait a minute.
No.
Okay.
I
Locked in.
feel like we had something like this before. I'm locked in.
I've got an answer and one in parentheses. Parentheses? Parenthetical
word.
theses? I'm locked in.
Davo, give us your answer and your parenthetical answer.
I locked in with aluminium And we have listeners in the UK. It's important to respect culture.
Is it? You're all about respecting the culture.
I totally am. But I was also trying to think of something that wouldn't rust, like a metal that wouldn't rust. And for some reason, I said gold.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you ever picked up a galvanized nail at the hardware store?
What's a galvanized nail?
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot who I was talking to for a second. Sorry.
You know he has not.
Andy?
Zinc.
Kels?
Zinc 182.
Wow. The correct answer is zinc, not
Zinc
gold.
182.
Question 3. What is the most common metal found on Earth?
Locked in.
I should qualify that. Andy, you can take back your answer if you want. It's definitely the most common metal on the Earth's crust.
Still locked in. Thank you, though.
I am locked in. I don't even think of zinc as a metal, honestly.
What do you think of it as?
A supplement. You know?
Andy?
Aluminum.
Kels?
Aluminum.
Davo?
Aluminium.
Correct answer is aluminum.
We did have this question before, and I answered iron the first time.
Yeah, and while you were answering, I looked it up. Aluminum is more common than iron.
I was scared it might be like silicon.
Oh, what's sand, isn't it? That's not metal.
It's a supplement.
Silicon is
Oh,
silicon is more common, but it's not metal.
Worked out for me.
I had to read this one a couple of times before I understood what he was getting at.
oh, good. Then it should be really easy for us.
Yeah. There are a set of 17 chemical elements in the periodic table, specifically the 15 lanthanides as well as scandium and yttrium. What are these chemical elements, which include cerium, europium, and promethium, called?
I hate for you to have to read that again, but I'm gonna need it actually.
I don't think it's possible for me to stay paying attention for the entire question. When you got
I'm
to
with you.
17, my brain already went, nah, don't bother, Andy. Just,
I'm locked in with an answer.
oh.
Okay, well, I'll repeat the question for Kels. Andy, you do what you need to do. So there are a set of 17 chemical elements in the periodic table, specifically the 15 lanthanides as well as scandium and yttrium. What are these chemical elements called? There's a common term for those 17 elements.
I'm locked in.
I swear you made 3 of those words up.
They're all real, Andy.
I'm locked in.
Kels?
When in doubt, stick with the theme of the show. I said transition metals.
Okay. Dava?
I said heavy metals.
And Andy?
I think those are the Infinity Stones.
Sweep the leg. Oh, you have a problem with that?
He was ready.
Poised.
I mean,
He just knew it.
It was a foregone conclusion, pretty much.
Wow.
Those are the rare earth metals.
Rare earth metal. Dang it.
Yeah. I just want to celebrate. Thank you, Andy.
I don't get it.
Yeah, of course. You
Yeah,
do.
of course you don't. I just want to celebrate.
A song by the Rare Earth.
Mm-hmm.
All right, at the end of round 1, Davo has 20 and Kels and Andy are tied with 30.
All right.
So
Made out all right.
let's move on to music.
All right, treat me good, Barry.
He's gonna stretch this one out.
I'm gonna say these are. It's a good thing Allison is in Kuala Lumpur or wherever she's at, because I think this would be challenging for her. Question 1. In a world where a 4-minute song is considered too long, this epic 17-minute song by Iron Butterfly fills side B on their second album. Name this classic song.
Locked in.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that question, but this time say it like this? In a world with iron butterfly.
No.
Wow.
In a world where 4-minute songs, one band has the courage
I'm locked in.
to waste 17 minutes of your time.
Waste. That is not a waste.
17-minute song.
I think spelling should count on this one, but
I hope to God it doesn't.
There's an interesting trivia nugget behind it also.
$1 to donuts, it has to do with drugs. Lots and lots of drugs.
It was alcohol.
Oh.
I am locked in.
Let's start with Davo.
Inagata de vida, baby.
Andy
Oh,
Inagata de Vida.
and Kels.
Spodioti Dopalicious.
That was close.
So close.
Correct answer is Inagata de Vida. So the story is that it was written by Doug Ingle of Iron Butterfly, who wrote the song one evening while drinking an entire gallon of wine, and he slurred the phrase. Well, he was dictating it to a bandmate, but he slurred the phrase "in the Garden of Eden" while singing it.
And that makes total sense.
I always thought it kind of sounded like "in the Garden of Eden," but I just thought it was nonsense.
Gallon of wine.
That's a lot.
Question 2. This band is generally accepted to be the first heavy metal band. They were originally called Earth. What is the name of the heavy metal band?
Locked in.
Boy, I don't know about the original band name, but all right, I'm going to lock in with what I think is the first metal band.
I have no idea. Out of my depth. No.
Or actually, is that hard rock? Oh, maybe there's. Oh. Yeah, I might be wrong. We'll see.
I'm locked in.
Is that everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Andy?
Steppenwolf.
Kels?
Say Iron Maiden.
Davo?
Black Sabbath.
So I believe that Steppenwolf might have been the first band to use heavy metal in a song, Heavy Metal Thunder. But the answer that I have, the band that used to be called Earth, is Black Sabbath.
Okay.
Barry said that they were originally called Earth after J.R.R. Tolkien's mythical Middle Earth. I couldn't find any verification of that. All I could find is that Ozzy didn't like the name Earth, so they changed it.
Good call.
Yeah, picked a better name.
Question 3. This band or musical artist is listed in Wikipedia as number 6 on the all-time album sales with 141 million certified units sold. Name this musical act.
Locked in?
Locked in.
Hey, guys.
I don't know, Davo, if that makes you feel better.
No, I'm trying.
I'm just...
Band or
last guesses.
musical act. I'm going to hate myself because I'm totally blanking. Oh, man. All right, I'm locked in.
Kels?
I just said Metallica.
Davo?
Aluminium.
And Andy?
This category is driving me crazy because what's the difference between hard rock and metal? I have
About
down,
60 RPM.
So I am torn between two artists, and so I have a parenthetical, which I suspect the parenthetical is going to be right. It's almost got to be Led Zeppelin.
Oh.
But if it's not Led
Yeah.
Zeppelin, it's AC/DC.
So my hint was going to be that for this quiz, if I don't specifically mention metal or a metal in the question, then there's going to be something metal in the answer.
Oh, well, that could be
It's
Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin.
And in this case, it is Led Zeppelin.
Okay.
I wouldn't even... Because I know how they spell it. And
Spell it so
not
long.
It's not spelled like the metal.
But it is actually referring to the metal.
Yeah.
Because supposedly, I think it was somebody from the Who said their new band was going to go over like a Led Zeppelin or something like that.
Lead balloon is the saying.
Lead balloon, yeah. So just remember that in the future. If I don't specifically say anything about metal in the question, then think about it as being in the answer.
Okay.
That was my one. That was my one that I could have got in this whole godforsaken category.
Well, this is an easy one, Kels. First introduced in 1976 for the sale of 1 million units for albums, what award or certification is given?
I'm locked in.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Davo?
Platinum.
Andy?
Platinum.
And Kels?
I'm surprised that it was like so late in the game. You said 77?
76.
76. Wow. I thought it had been around a lot longer than that, but it is platinum.
It is platinum. At the end of round 2, Kels has 40, Davo 50, and Andy 60.
Sounds about right.
Let's move on to movies.
Movies. And Kels makes his Cinderella
Remarkable
story
comeback
move.
Let's see.
Question 1. Who played the Tin Man in the movie The Wizard of Oz? And for a double bonus for 2 points each, name the 2 people who were cast as the Tin Man but didn't appear as the Tin Man in the movie.
Oh, I read about this once, and one of them was really famous, and he even did photo shoots and everything. Locked in with one for the bonus. That's all I got. I really don't know. I'm just ruling out people it wasn't. It wasn't Marv Albert.
Locked in.
It wasn't Ozzy Osbourne. Who does that leave me with?
I don't know any other bonus. I don't know the answer either, but I'm like,
What do you know, Kels?
not this.
Davo, did you lock in?
I did.
Okay. Let's start with Andy.
I don't know who. I don't remember who played the Tin Man. I know one of the people that came very close to getting the role was really famous. I want to say it was somebody like maybe Fred Astaire. And that's all I got for this question.
Okay. Kels?
Nipsey Russell. And I'm guessing the guy who played Fred Mertz on I Love Lucy.
You know, Nipsey Russell lost out the role because he kept rhyming his lines, and he just insisted on doing that the whole time.
It's hard.
I'm very confused by your joke there, Andy. Because didn't Nipsey Russell play him in The Wiz?
Yes.
He did.
Yeah. But Nipsey Russell was also famous for going on game shows. He was one of those regular game shows. And it was
I guess he did do rhymes then.
That was one of his shticks, is he would often do rhyming jokes.
See, I thought you were kind of mistaking him with Nipsey Hussle.
No.
With the rhyming thing.
No.
But, yeah, never mind. Davo, what's your answer?
One of my son Ian's favorite movies is The Wizard of Oz, and he has the DVD collection with a making of story that he and I have watched 900,000 times.
Wow.
Something like that. The Tin Man is Jack Haley, and one of the people who was cast as the Tin Man who didn't make it was Buddy Ebsen.
Oh, yeah.
And the reason he didn't make it is because for the makeup they were going to use, instead of aluminum paste, they used aluminum powder. Buddy Ebsen took a breath in, his lungs were coated with aluminum, and he almost died.
Yeah, I remember reading that somewhere some time ago.
So you don't know the other one?
I do not.
Davo? All right. Well, you're correct. It was John Joseph Jack Haley Jr. And you got Buddy Ebsen correct. I think, if I remember correctly, after Buddy Ebsen was not able to make it, they cast Ray Bolger as the Tin Man.
Yes.
But then they decided that he would be better as the Scarecrow, and that's when Jack Haley entered.
Huh.
So, there you go. Question 2. The first Man of Steel feature film, called Superman and the Mole Men, was released in 1951. Who was the star of the movie?
Well, the Mole Men, obviously.
I'm looking for the actors.
You
No.
can't, you can't keep a
Locked in.
mole man down. I'm locked in.
Locked in.
Kels,
George Reeves.
Davo,
George Reeves.
and Andy.
George Reeves, and he won against the Mole Men by whacking them. They would pop up, and he would just whack them. Whack them.
50 minutes.
Entertainment was easier back then.
It really was.
The correct answer was George Reeves. The best part about the old George Reeves, I think it was in the TV show, was when the bad guys would shoot at him like point blank, and the bullets would all bounce off, and then they would throw their gun at him.
Love that.
Because that's going to
Loved
work.
it.
This projectile didn't work. I bet this arm strength does.
All right, question 3. This is a new question, a new type of question for the show.
Oh,
Sometimes Barry's questions, bless him, are a little wordy. And so I was trying to figure out how to narrow this one down, but then I thought, I'm not going to narrow it down. I'm just going to start reading facts about a person. And then as soon as one of you thinks you know who it is, just say something and I'll stop. And that will be all anybody gets to answer the question.
Ooh.
Oh,
wow.
I like it.
okay.
We're calling it, I think Davo suggested, the press your luck question format.
Press your luck.
Big bucks, no whammies.
Which is something I do with the sensei all the time.
Okay, so I'm going to start reading facts as soon as you know who it is. Say something, say you're locked in, and we'll be done.
Okay.
He was born Mikhail Igor Pechowski in 1931 in the Berlin Weimar Republic. He won a Grammy Award, the first for a comedian born outside the United States. He's also won 4 Emmy Awards, 9 Tony Awards, and his films have received a total of 42 Academy Award nominations, making with 7 wins, which makes him one of 16 EGOT winners. Movies he's directed include Charlie Wilson's War, Biloxi Blues, Silkwood, Working Girl, Catch-22. Wow, you guys are going to get me all the way to the end. And The Graduate. Who is he?
I think the whammy popped up on this one.
I thought Kels was going to get it after the EGOT, but I guess
Yeah.
It's
I should know this because it's key to Simon and Garfunkel becoming successful. The director likes. Oh, what is his name?
okay. Okay. I'm locked in. Very clever.
I'm locked in.
Kels gets it.
I get it. I get it.
I have a guess. It's wrong, but I put something down. Here's to you, Mrs. Robinson.
Don't. I'm thinking. It's going to come
Heaven
to
holds
me.
a place for those who play.
Oh. Oh. Yes. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, because it's the yes.
Everybody else is locked in, Andy.
I'm locked in.
Okay. Davo.
I said Jerry Goldsmith because I don't know.
Andy.
Nice.
Mike Nichols.
Oh,
Mike
there you go.
Nichols.
Correct answer is Mike Nichols.
That's fantastic.
Man, that was one of those moments where the plane is in the steep nosedive. There's no possible way you're going to pull up, and just at the last millisecond, like I'm brushing trees, and I came up.
Yeah, that was the James
I just
Bond movie.
crashed into the earth. The rare earth.
Cratered in.
Question 4. One of the classic movie scenes of all time shows a young Tom Cruise playing the air guitar to Old Time Rock and Roll by Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band towards the beginning of what movie?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Andy?
I thought the question was about the Silver Bullet Band. It's risky business.
Yeah, in retrospect, we should have flipped that around. Kels
Well, if we would have flipped it around, I would not be getting points for risky business.
and Davo.
Risky business.
It is risky business. Well, at the end of round 3, Kels has 70, Davo 82, and Andy 90.
Close.
Creeping up on you.
Or category 4 is history.
Fart.
You're doing what now, Davo?
Fart.
None of it is medieval history.
Double fart.
That's not even real history.
Roll initiative, Andy. I'm coming for you.
Luckily, I have my invisibility cloak.
That's just a minus 20 to perception. I'll be able to find you.
Oh, God, I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, you want to go deep? We'll go deep.
I got nerds all over me.
Question 1. On January 24th, 1848, a New Jersey prospector, James Marshall, discovered gold on the American River in Northern California while he was working at what famous location?
Locked in.
Barry put a parenthetical note here saying that this is 7th grade history.
It really is.
Depends on where you went to school.
I'm not in 7th grade.
Yeah. Hadn't been for a while.
Are you smarter than a 7th grader?
Probably not.
If this is the question that we get, no.
No.
Said what company did this prospector work for?
No, I said while he was working at what famous location?
Famous location.
And I
Locked
have
in.
a trivia nugget.
I don't want to hear it, Andy. That's just you being smug.
Just showing off, man.
7th grade history. Barry, why you dissing us like that?
Famous location.
I got your famous location right here.
You know it's gonna. You know, genuinely, you guys are mad, but you're gonna be more mad when you hear the answer because it is 7th grade history, and when I say it, you've all heard it.
How much you want to bet? I'll be upset by it.
All the money in my wallet.
You must
I'm
not
a
have any
teacher. That's
money
an
in
easy
your
bet
wallet.
to make.
I was
Yeah.
about to
Yeah,
say
no
that.
kidding. Jeez Louise.
What am I going to do with 78 cents?
Well, and there's a card in there. After 2 more cards, I get punches. I get a free hoagie. So how's that going for you?
I'll punch you
Nice.
twice.
I'm going to punt.
No. Wow.
You don't tell me what to do. I'm punting.
All right. So, Devo,
You don't talk to me that way, Andy.
I drive a Dodge Strata.
Devo, did you lock in?
I did.
All right. Kels.
Now Ray Guy comes in for his first punt of the day. Kick is away. There's a high twisting hang time spiral.
Ray had a little stutter step there.
Little Ray Guy stutter step. Yeah.
I like the Ray Guy stutter step. That's pretty
Play
sweet.
action.
Devo,
Yosemite.
I think you're referring to Yosemite.
Yeah, Yosemite.
Semi.
You spread that on toast.
And Andy.
Sutter's Mill.
Correct answer is Sutter's Mill.
No, I'm not upset at all. I completely disregarded that.
Seriously?
Apparently.
Okay. And actually, the thing I like to point out to my students that's really tragic, we always talk about that as the launching of the American Gold Rush. That Sutter's Mill territory had belonged to Mexico literally days earlier. But the Mexican-American War, the treaty had been signed like a week before they discovered gold.
What's the name of the treaty?
Oh, the Treaty of Veracruz? No. It starts with-
Guadalupe.
Hidalgo, Guadalupe, or something?
Yes, yeah, something like that. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank, but yeah, if you think about it, the Mexican-American War, which really was a trumped-up war, if that hadn't happened, Mexico, a struggling new republic, would have been the discoverer of that gold and would have bankrolled their new country, Mexico would be a superpower today. And California would still belong to Mexico.
Wow.
Counterfactual. Love it.
Yeah.
Question 2. The Misabi Iron Range is a mining district containing large deposits of iron ore and is the largest of 4 major iron ranges in the region, collectively known as, very intuitively, the Iron Range.
Yes.
In what U.S. state is the Misabi Iron Range? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's M-E-S...
Yes, it's Miss Misabi.
M-E-S-A-B-I.
I'm locked in with a guess. Sutter's Mill.
This one I know because I know the railroad. The DM&I.
I'm locked in.
Okay. Another way you could probably get this is remembering where our friend Barry lives.
Mm-hmm.
Andy?
Minnesota Dairy, home of the Duluth, Mesabi, and Iron Ore Railroad.
Sure.
Davo?
I said Pennsylvania. Home of Pennsylvania.
And Kels?
I figured there had to be one for Barry in this quiz, so I went with Minnesota.
You pulled that straight out of your left butt cheek. That's so ridiculous.
Your left butt cheek?
It's got
Yeah.
Do you not know how butts work?
I apparently not. I was gonna say left nostril, but then I got stuck with pulling it out of your butt, so I don't know.
But you picked a cheek when nothing comes out of the cheeks.
He needed an adjective, Andy. Just let him.
I was so upset.
Just let him be.
I can't believe we just had that conversation. Question 3. The Lost Dutchman's gold mine is perhaps the most famous lost mine in America. Jacob Waltz, who purportedly discovered it in the 19th century, kept its location a secret. In what state is the Lost Dutchman mine supposedly located?
Locked in.
Oh my God, Andy.
Might as well just call this category Andy Wins.
Stop
What the
it.
hell? I'm locked in.
I mean, to be fair, he was winning before this category even started.
Yeah,
Neil?
this solidifies it. I'm locked.
I'm just saying.
Neil.
I'm locked in.
Davo, what's your answer?
Neil. No. My answer is Nevada.
Kels?
I said Illinois.
Illinois? Illinois?
Andy locked in so fast, and I figured, oh, it's a hometown thing. So,
Andy?
To be fair, I have lived in this state. It's Arizona.
The correct answer is Arizona.
I have lived in Arizona too.
It's now Colorado.
It is no Colorado, I'll tell you that much.
Question 4. Although today white gold is usually an alloy containing about 75% gold and about 25% nickel and zinc, the name white gold has in earlier history been used to describe what?
All right. I have never heard of this.
I've heard it used to describe queso. Really good queso. I'm locked in.
Did you lock in with queso, David?
I did not
Okay.
lock in with queso. You think I'd give that quality answer away?
I'm locked in.
No, I'm saving that one.
I can give you an easy mode for half points if you want it.
No.
I'll take it.
Hold on.
I'll take it.
I'm
It's better than writing feta down.
Actually, yes, let me have the easy mode. I have 0 points in this round anyway.
You do.
I'm gonna gamble here because I have a chance of just putting this game away.
Shed it. I hope you fall on your face. I'm so.
Dead
Oh, there's a
flat
I'm
on
locked
your
in.
nose.
I'm locked in. I'm writing it in now. I am locked in.
Okay. The easy mode for half points for Davo and Kells is it's an agricultural product.
Well, I'm glad I went with easy mode because that's not what I was originally writing down. I'm locked in. what I originally wrote down was cocaine.
That is an agricultural product.
It's
by the way.
agricultural.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Cocaine.
You know, white gold, Texas
tea.
Come on, dude.
Let's put my X on my paper, right?
Yeah, me too.
Kels, what's your answer?
Probably King Cotton.
Okay. Andy?
Bankrolled the nation in its infancy. I have never heard it referred to as white gold, but I'd put down cotton as well.
And Davo?
Well, it's not queso or cocaine. It's cotton.
Sweep the leg.
Son of a...
It is sugar.
Oh, that makes sense. Even before cotton, that was a big plantation product.
Especially in the Caribbean islands. You go to
Okay.
the Caribbean islands and they have sugar. I forget what they call them. There are these weird kind of squat buildings or sugar mills or something like that.
Sugar Shack.
That's not what they
Sugar
call
Shack.
them.
Oh, sugar. Oh, honey, honey.
At the end of round 4, Kels has 80, Davo 82, Andy 120.
And this is farcical.
Well, next category is sports.
Ooh.
Man, if we watch, these are the sports that Andy
Sweat
knows.
showed up
Yeah.
on my forehead.
Andy's gonna know these though.
Yeah.
I don't
just
think
gotta
Andy's
feel
going to know some of these.
I usually average 1 out of 4 in the sports category.
For a 250 batting average.
We need you to go 0 for this.
I'm like the pitcher batting in the sports category.
Question 1. An Olympic gold medal is really only gold plated. What comprises the medal below the 6 grams of gold plating?
How in the holy Hannah is this a sports question?
As God is my witness, I presumed it was chocolate, and that's why they bite the metal when they're on the stand.
I think it's to let people know that it's real.
Except from what we just said, it's not
It's
real.
not.
So it's a
Not real.
lie.
It's gold plated.
Gilded, even.
Even.
I'm locked in.
What the fart?
Oh, what is that? Wait a minute.
All right, I'm locked in.
All right, I'm locked in.
What are you locked in with, Andy?
I'm trying to come up with. See, I'm probably wrong. I was trying to think of a metal. I know the casting has intricate design on it, so it's got to be something that works well with that. And I was thinking pewter at first,
Whoa.
but I think that would be too soft. So I wrote down brass.
Okay. Davo?
Aluminium.
Kels?
This is a really weird factoid, but I think it might be silver.
Are you kidding?
The correct answer to the question is silver.
Did they put gold in the middle of the silver medal then, just to continue the tradition?
No, they don't.
Okay.
It's just silver.
Question 2. How many gold medals did Michael Phelps win during his Olympic career?
No.
Yes.
Gold medals?
But we just had this.
I know, I should have changed the question, but I didn't.
But I don't remember.
Oh, no.
I think I can pull this off.
You should have a photographic memory like Kels.
Because I am locked in.
Oh. I know what I said the first time, and it was too
I'm
low.
locked in. I'm locked in.
Oh, this is...
Somebody's starting up the student bank over there.
I'm locked in.
All right. Andy, what's your answer?
I went with 21 the last time, and it was too low. It's either 24 or 26. I wrote down 24.
Devo.
24.
Oh, thank God.
Kels.
23.
Correct answer is 23.
You seriously? Jeez, that's what I wrote last time, and I got it wrong.
Seriously?
Question 3. Jesse Owens achieved international fame at the 1936 Summer Olympics in Berlin, Germany by winning 4 gold medals. For 3 points each, name the 4 events for which he won a gold medal. He was credited with single-handedly crushing Hitler's myth of Aryan supremacy. Take that, Hitler.
In his face.
Suck it.
What would the 4th one be?
I'm about to go 0 for 7.
0 for 7.
This is unprecedentedly bad for me.
I like these. I'm locked in. I feel confident about 3 of them.
I feel comfortable with like one of mine.
Come on, man. Come on, just one?
Yeah. I don't know stuff.
That's kind of what we do here.
It is, but once you have a baby, your brain goes out the window. You're just in pure survival mode.
Let's start with Kels.
Okay, I know for sure the 100-meter dash, long jump, and I feel pretty comfortable with the 200-meter dash as well. And I figured probably the 4x100-meter relay.
Okay. Andy?
100-meter long jump, 4x relay were the ones I was sure of. I could not come up with the 4th one, which I think is the 200 meter. I wrote pole vaulting.
Okay. And Davo?
Kels, we've been friends for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
We've been doing this show for a long time. I wrote down the 100-meter dash, the 200-meter dash, long jump, and 4x100 relay.
Wow.
What does that have to do with your friendship?
This is the second time we've written down the exact same thing, and I have had no idea. So it's like we've had this wonderful friend connection where I just reach into that plentiful knowledge that Kels has, and he gifts it to me.
Kels, it might be time to put on the tinfoil hat to keep Davo out.
Yeah, no kidding. He's in your head, man.
Get a Magneto helmet.
Well,
You know, Kels, when you look behind you and there's only that one set of footprints, that's when Davo was carrying you.
Hell no.
Davo could pick up Kels.
I can.
You struggle with your son.
Well,
You saw my son.
to be fair, I
he's
think
biggin'.
his son might be bigger than you, Kels.
He's a biggin.
It's getting there.
Well, the correct answer for the question, if you want to know it, is the 100-meter, long jump, 200-meter, and the 4x100 relay.
Woot!
Question 4. Made of sterling silver, the Borg Warner Trophy is the largest sports trophy, standing just under 5 feet 4 inches tall,
Holy crap.
and it weighs nearly 153 pounds.
Okay.
What would you have won to get this trophy?
The Borg Warner Trophy.
Borg
You've won the Dominion
Warner.
War.
B-O-R-G. W-A-R.
I know the Borg Warner company is like into plastics and stuff.
It's all about plastics.
Plastics.
Plastics is the future. These trophies are getting too heavy.
That's a
win?
big trophy.
Specifics.
Okay, I have a guess. All right, I have a parenthetical as well.
I have a guess that's wrong, but writing it down. I'm locked in.
I'm locked in as well.
Andy, what's your guess?
I'm writing down tennis grand slam.
Dava?
I wrote down the America's Cup.
Okay.
In
I think that's called
parentheses.
the America's Cup.
No, I don't know. It might be sponsored now or something.
Okay.
And in parentheses, I put the Indy 500.
Oh.
Kels?
Oh, that makes
I
sense.
said the Harvard-Yale boat race.
All right.
Ooh.
When and how you sweep is a vital part of curling.
Doing all
So-
right up until then.
I mentioned, you said Borg Warner was a plastics company, Andy. I looked it up, and according to their Wikipedia page, they're an American worldwide automotive industry component and parts supplier.
Okay.
And the answer to the question is the Indianapolis 500.
Oh, crud.
Oh man,
That sucks.
That was your answer in parentheses, huh?
There was a Borg Warner factory in my hometown, and one of my aunts even worked there. And I remember that they got big shipments of plastic from the railroad, and that's all I could remember about it. So I was thinking plastics. But as soon as Davo said, "What did you say, Davo?"
I said the America's Cup, and then the Indianapolis 500 in parentheses.
And as soon as you said Indy 500, I was like, "No, Borg Warner's connected with cars," but I couldn't remember how. Yeah.
Well, I thought, actually, Andy, I thought you were close because Borg, Bjorn Borg.
I think it's the connection my head made. I know I've seen giant trophies rewarded in tennis, but then I couldn't come up with a single match. And Grand Slam was when you win
all four
of the big matches, and so I wasn't sure. Like maybe there's an extra trophy for that.
Yeah, I don't think there's a trophy for that.
I don't think there is either. But I was totally out on a limb.
All right, at the end of round 5, Davo has 94, Kels 112, and Andy 129.
The gap closed.
Yeah, it's mine to lose.
Category 6 is hodgepodge.
I like a good hodgepodge.
Question 1. Who was the Nobel Prize winning British author who wrote the 1954 book Lord of the Flies?
Locked in.
I'm trying to blank.
It took me writing it to figure out why this was in this quiz.
Locked in.
Totally drawing a blank.
That was that guy that wrote the book.
He did the thing, Andy. The thing.
The thing with the book, with
and
the
click
flies,
clack, with the words and the periods and
right, and the punctuation.
Let's not forget that cover.
Locked in.
I don't think he did the cover, to be honest.
Oh, fantasy shattered.
Andy?
Roger Ironbuck.
Davo?
Bob Aluminium.
Kels, would you enlighten these heathens?
William Golding.
Correct answer is William Golding.
There it is.
Yeah.
I like Roger Ironbuck, though. I'm really proud of coming up with that.
Roger Ironbuck is great.
He did commercials for, what was it, antacid tablets there for a while.
Rolaids. This is
Rolaids, that's what it was.
Roger Ironbuck. I have my third meatball hoagie. I need a Rolaids.
It's funny because it's true.
You good?
Yeah, we can play some more if you want.
Hey, how about another pressure luck question?
Yay!
Oh,
Our first one worked so well.
Went so well.
I fully expect Andy to stop me before this one's done.
dadgummit.
In
Some train related.
No, it's not trade related. In 1957, he became one of the leading cartoonists in Playboy. His books have been translated into more than 30 languages and have sold more than 20 million copies. He wrote Tom Paul Glazer's highest charting solo single, Put Another Log on the Fire, and he wrote Johnny Cash's A Boy Named Sue.
Oh, I'm locked in.
Oh, locked in. Yeah. I know who this is.
Okay.
The boy named Sue sold it for me. Sold it for me. Because I always thought this was such an interesting fact.
Oh, no.
He wrote a sequel to A Boy Named Sue, too.
Oh.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm locked in. I just have a...
It's from the father's perspective.
Oh.
I'm locked in. This is
Seek that out.
horrible.
Okay, so I'll carry on with the rest of the question for the listeners. He was a recipient of 2 Grammy Awards, as well as a Golden Globe Award and an Academy Award nomination. He may be best remembered for Where the Sidewalk Ends.
Mm-hmm.
So, Davo.
Iro Silverman.
That's not right.
Not it.
Shel Silverman?
There you go.
Shel Silverstein. Shel Silverstein. Or Stein. I'm not sure.
Andy.
I pronounce it Shel Silverstein.
I say Silverstein too, but I don't know if that's right. And that is the answer.
Yes.
All right.
Do I have a pity point?
Nope.
Silverman.
It's pitiful enough that you asked for one.
Yeah.
I was ready for his next one to be Shell Spider-Man.
Shell Spider-Man.
Question 3 is a much shorter question. What state is nicknamed the Silver State?
Locked in.
Locked in. There's not a sporkle for state nicknames there, Kels?
It probably is, but I probably hate that test.
You guys are going to hate the final question, by the way.
Oh, cool.
I just want to throw that out there now so you can think about it for a little bit.
Appreciate it.
Just ruminate on that terror that's coming up.
By the way, enjoy this moment because your life is going to take a turn. Just saying.
I'm locked in.
Kels.
Nevada.
Andy.
Nevada.
Davo.
Yes.
Nevada.
It is Nevada. And question 4. This nickname was given to the collection of New York City music publishers and songwriters who dominated the popular music of the United States in the late 19th century and early 20th century. The name originally referred to a specific place, West 28th Street between 5th and 6th Avenues in the Flower District of Manhattan. Name this term or location.
It's. They were
I'm gonna
named after
punt.
this area.
This Barry, you're a great guy, but Barry.
Hey, whoa. If you want to say bad things about Barry, you go through me first.
Barry? I'm punting.
I'm locked in.
Kels.
I said the Flatiron Gang.
Andy.
Tin Pan Alley.
The correct answer is Tin Pan Alley.
Hey, I punted. Where's my Ray Guy?
Oh, sorry. I was just kind of skipped you. Here you go.
Now Ray Guy comes in for his first punt of the day. Kick is away. There's a high, twisting, hang time spiral.
Help some sleep at night.
It really
What I
is.
love the most is how much joy it's still bringing Davo. Like every time we play that, it's the first time he's heard it.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Okay, so now things get bad, right?
Yeah.
You're about to enter a world of pain.
In a world, they thought they were just playing a trivia game. Barry had something else in mind.
One quiz, 4 men.
A Barry that's not from the series Flash.
Okay, final question. Of the first 25 elements on the periodic table, 12 are metals.
What the?
Name any 10 of them.
Gosh.
12 are metals.
So I'll give
Fun
you.
fact, I went through my entire academic career without ever anybody even asking me to look at the periodic tables.
I'll give you a bit of a hint. Most of columns 1 and 2 are metals. Most of the middle part, the lower part, like rows 4 through 7, are metals, and there are a smattering of metals off to the right of that. So they're the alkali metals, the alkaline metals, the transitional metals, and the post-transition metals. The metalloids do not count because they're not metal; they're just metalloids, like silicon.
I don't know any of the things you just talked about.
Well, just picture your periodic
I
table.
am writing. Yeah.
and
Never
get
seen
I
one
totally
before.
am.
Write down the first 2 columns, and you're pretty
Sure.
much there.
I am writing down metals.
Wait just one second, Bubba. Yes, it's your friendly podcasting fanatic. Here to shout out my trivia brothers from another mother, the Trivia Rogues. When you get a chance, pop on over to the Trivia Rogues and let Billy and the gang educate you on some things, Bubba. Funk on. And do remember to please look both ways before you cross my mind, baby.
Could you give us the scores, please?
You are way behind, Davo.
I good, because I'm staying there.
I got 9.
Are you absolutely kidding? Kels, do you see the periodic table in your mind right now?
A good chunk of it, yeah.
I am done.
Okay.
So, Davo,
I'm locked
you
in.
have 104. Andy has 159. So you need to get what is that? 6 more than he does to win.
That is a solid because I genuinely don't even understand the question. I simply wrote down 10 naturally occurring metals.
I hope they're all naturally occurring, because if not, I'm going to mock you.
I can't even be sure of that.
Like, if one of them is bronze, then you're going to get mocked.
I'm locked in.
Let's see. I've got. I'm just double checking here. Give me chocolate, papaya.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. These are baby metal hits. Oh, crap.
Megitsune. The good stuff.
Are they still together, Davo?
They are.
And is it the same 3 girls?
One of them had to leave because she got sick.
Oh,
But it is the same
that's
2
terrible.
girls with a rotating cast of 5 Avengers who dance for them.
They can't dance for themselves?
Well, yeah.
They're like marionettes or something?
I have to ask the girl that got sick, is she okay? I mean,
She's okay. Touring was really hard on her.
well, yeah, baby metal's freaky.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So whenever I have a list of elements like this, I kind of want to sing them in the manner of what was that Warner Brothers cartoon?
Oh, that was Animaniacs.
Yeah, the Animaniacs.
Just kill me now.
I'm not going to, but I feel like I ought to. I'm just not going to.
There's
All
a way
right.
to sing the periodic table to the tune of "I am the very model of a modern major general."
I think that's what they
I don't
did.
even know that song you made up.
Anyway, so here is the list of the first 12 metals on the periodic table.
All right.
We got lithium,
Sure.
Nope.
beryllium.
Yep.
Got it.
Nope.
You made that one up? That one's from Star Trek.
It's number 4.
Literally.
Sodium.
Yep.
That's salt. You're not going to fool me.
That is not salt.
It's part of salt.
Magnesium.
No. Wow.
Nope.
Aluminium.
Yeah.
Got it.
Aluminium.
Potassium.
Got it.
That is
That's
something
a supplement.
that's in Wheaties.
It's in bananas.
Calcium.
Got it.
Sure. That's in milk.
No, that's in milk.
Scandium.
Don't
Hey, you're
made
lying
that
right
one
now.
up.
I did not make up scandium. It's number 21. Titanium.
I got titanium.
I do not.
Vanadium.
Okay, seriously, there is no such thing.
It is, man.
Number 23. Atomic symbol V.
Barry,
Chromium.
former friend of the show, Barry. What was
Chromium.
Chromium. yeah.
Chromium.
Come on.
CR.
Now you're just being cromulent.
And manganese.
No.
Yeah, not magnesium. Manganese.
Please tell me that iron is like right next to me.
Iron is number 26.
Knew
So
it.
iron doesn't make the list.
Nope.
Nope.
Son of Barry, you son.
Neither does cobalt, nickel, copper.
I had copper. I had
Tungsten.
iron.
I'm trying to see what else you might have. Rhodium, silver, palladium.
Uranium.
Silver.
Did uranium make the list?
Uranium is
238.
metal.
It is too. It's heavy metal.
And no, uranium is quite heavy. It's atomic number 92, so it's
It's
a bit out of the top 25.
hefty.
All right, so let's start with third place. Davo, how many did you get?
2.
2. That brings you to 124. You are still in third place.
Hooray.
Kels, how many did you get?
7.
7. That brings you to 212. You're currently in first place. Andy,
I got 1.
1 gives you to 169. You unfortunately fell to second place. Congratulations, Kels.
Kels,
Thank you.
such a good job.
Thanks, man.
Well done, Kels. And Barry, for writing the questions, we're going to send you a list of other trivia podcasts that you should probably check out.
Oh, Barry, we love you. We just happen to
questions.
You can tell who on the podcast has a liberal arts degree and who does not.
Yeah. No more periodical table things.
Right.
Don't know anything about that.
It is one of the most amazing discoveries in science.
So is gold at Sutter's Mill, but nobody remembered that.
Yeah. So from all of us here at the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast, I am your host, liberal arts guy Davo, with liberal arts guy Andy.
So long, Barry. Seriously. So long,
Hard
Barry.
science Kels.
I am Iron Man.
And hard science Neil.
Pop and metal aren't friends. Each knows exactly where the other lives and tries to keep its distance. They choose different streets, neighborhoods, and zip codes. That's a quote by Dave Mustaine. Davo, who's Dave Mustaine?
Lead singer Megadeth.
That is correct.
How can it
Signing
be
up.
mega? Yes.
Megadeth with no A. D-E-T-H.
Isn't there an umlaut in there too?
Yes. Because
I don't want an A. I don't want any more vowels. Just throw an umlaut in there. It's metal.
Greetings and salutations to all you good trivia people out there. I know what you're thinking. Hey, I really enjoyed this show. How can I get a little more? Well, here to help you out. You can look up these good people on Twitter at Ladle Brain, or if Facebook's more your deal, you can look them up at Brain Ladle Productions. Hey, they've even got their own webpage. It's brainladletrivia.com. Now, if you're feeling generous, you can join a Patreon, where if you donate $10 or more, you can even get yourself a fancy show invite. How about that? Until we meet again, this has been 44, and I'm glad you joined us. Hope I'm out.
Find me a different beep, put it on the Google Drive. I'll use your beep. I don't beep and care. I'll beep whatever I beep and want. I'm so beep, blankly beep, beep. God, beeping tired. Although you're beeping, beep. Beep. That was fun.
You done?
Yeah.
We hope
Beep,
so.
yeah.
Okay, so if you use that in the show, Andy, you've got to beep every time you said beep.
Yeah. That'd be really fun.
Use you saying beep as the beep.
It is actually surprisingly difficult to get the beep precisely where you want it.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
The beep takes me the longest part. More times than not, those just get edited out because I don't want to deal with the beep. It has to be a really good beeping joke.
All right, let's keep going on the show.
The preceding podcast was presented by Brain Ladle Productions. All rights reserved.